on the progress of made so far in regards to securing the release of Ugandan people in Saudi Arabia, as well as the current amnesty granted to Ugandans in the UAE, which is due to expire on the 31st of December. I'm happy to inform you that so far 146 Ugandans have been repatriated back home. That is within a period of 1 week. The latest being the 54 Ugandans, girls who arrived over this weekend aboard Air Arabia, and also those arriving today at 2 p.m. again from Saudi Arabia. This is a key development and underscore our commitment to the welfare of the citizens abroad, and we continue to work with our partners to ensure a safe return of all Ugandans still stranded. I would like to call upon Ugandans who find themselves in these circumstances to take advantage of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia pardon, which has a window period of 60 days, and the amnesty of the United Arab Emirates to Ugandans currently residing in the UAE without documentation or facing legal issues. The amnesty of UAE is in effect right now until the 31st of December 2024. We urge all Ugandans in the UAE to seize this opportunity to return home without incurring penalties, as the amnesty will end on the 31st of December. To those who wish to take advantage of this amnesty, please proceed to the nearest airport and arrange your travel back to Uganda before the date, the 31st of December. The government of Uganda, through Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, remains resolute in its commitment to safeguard the rights of Ugandan migrant workers abroad, whether through bilateral negotiations, repatriation, and reintegration initiatives. The ministry is partnering with some of our partners, especially international organizations for migrants, to offer counseling, rehabilitation, and reintegration of the returnees. Our recent progress in partnership with both UAE and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia affirms our commitment to ensuring that Ugandan workers are treated with respect and dignity. We look forward to continued dialogue and further collaboration aimed at strengthening labor relations, protecting our citizens, and enhancing Ugandan's standards of labor externalization. I'm expecting a list of those fake middlemen who are doing this and women. Our children leave this country with those companies that are not registered with us, and when they reach there, because they are not coordinated with the companies which are existing in those countries, they end up in places, brothels, and then they put them straight away into prostitution. So as the ministry, now we are saying that this amnesty that has been given, and also the pardoning that has been given, let those people regularize their stay there, or they come back home. Because after that, we are going to destroy the mama biyumbas, where the prostitution is breeding from. We are going to ensure that those people who are fake and traffickers will be taken up by the government, those governments there. And this will be taken very seriously. Because even us, we shall take a list from here and give them and tell them, these are the people who are doing this. It is a very big challenge. Children do a runaway all the time because they know I have an alternative home. When I go to a foreign country, for example, if I go to Australia, my second home from my hotel is the embassy. But when I know that there is somewhere I can run to, where there is a Mama Biyumba, that means you've created a third home for people. But what is happening in those homes is prostitution. So please, it is very, very painful. A young girl lives here. She's HIV negative. She has been tested at the training center. She arrives there. They find other black people there and they start practicing prostitution, which money is even being taken by the people who are housing them, because they have to pay for the house where they're staying, they have to pay for the food that they're eating. It is a very, very pathetic situation for our children to go there and they start practicing prostitution. And it is just out of desperation that they end up doing that. And when they come back home when they are sick. And one bad thing, in those countries, you can't even go to a hospital when you're not in an authentic company. Once you go there legally, you can't even go to a hospital because you're not given insurance. UAE is offering insurance. All those countries are now, even Saudi Arabia is giving insurance to our children as long as they come from registered companies. So those ones who go here through shortcuts, they no insurance, no nothing. You even conceive, you have like 2 or 3 children, different men, because sometimes people don't do protectives. And because the other place you don't do sex when you're not married. So ours go and do it, they end up getting pregnancy, infection. You can't even do abortion. There's no hospital you can go and do that because you'll just be taken to prison. And the moment you give birth, they take you to a deportation center because government takes care of you and your baby. So it is a very big challenging thing. This thing has been going on for a long time, but we want really to try our best to make sure that those people who have been doing this, please come to the ministry. We shall work out, regularize your companies, and we make sure that we work well. We are not saying our people can go and look for jobs, yes. But one good thing right now, we are also taking a very serious campaign with these countries for skilled labor. The domestic workers who are there are already too many. So now we are going for skilled labor. If these companies, when we go back in January for the labor conference, we'll talk to the different ministries and request for skilled labor. Also in UAE, we're going to go back and meet with the ministries so that we ask for skilled labor. We're not going to be asking for domestic workers because these girls go through a lot, and it's very, very painful. Some of us who are mothers, you feel very bad, you put yourself in the position of those young girls, you end up even crying. Most of the girls get distressed with their employers and they try to run away, or some of them end up on the streets and then the government gets them. Others are stealing, others are fighting. You saw one girl yesterday who came back, she was in prison, and she said she beat her boss. There are some of them who have been sentenced for 27 years. I saw a mother confessing in social media saying she's very grateful that her son has been released and is back home here. So there are so many crimes because of the difference between our laws in this country and those ones.